We'll fast forward it if we need to. All right, Brian.
Hey, we're back.
Holy shit.
Is it working?
Huh? Of course it's working. Are you questioning my expertise?
Oh, I
Don't
see
you
buttons
ever?
flashing and you're pushing at them and you're like
1 second. Just
moving
1
the thing.
second. Just 1 second. Just don't ever question my abilities. You know I don't ever. Oh,
I'll just watch these Samoan men quietly wail on each other.
this is. But Brian, why don't you introduce us, please, for the love of God?
What are we calling
Please.
this thing? Are we still calling
This is
it
called a 4-story walk-up.
Oh, yeah.
We're still called 4-story walk-up. I haven't. You kept saying, why don't you come up with a name? Let's come up with a new name. I came up with the first name. That was my turn. Now it's your turn to come up with a name.
How
Sorry.
about 4-story walk up version 2.0?
Perfect. I've never heard such creativity come. This is why you are such a creative genius.
Yeah, no, this is
I've
this is why we're watching wrestling tonight. Cause
yes, to inaugurate 2025, Brian, the last episode, for whoever is left listening to this.
yeah, there's still there are people who have asked me when we're gonna have new episodes. They're like, what's going on? Where are the episodes? I'm going out of my mind. I'm driving to work in the dark, and I don't have your voices to guide me. This is all just one guy, by the way. But
this is just one person
He has said these things
to you.
Verbatim, yes, to me.
Well, worry not. We have returned. We have arrived like a phoenix rising from McDonald's bags.
Yeah, we went to McDonald's.
We have
God help us.
very interesting experience at the McDonald's again, Brian. This
Yeah.
is interesting. We we drove in, and immediately the man over the speaker goes, "I don't want to be dish."
Yeah,
Excuse
verbatim.
me?
Exactly those words.
So we'll have you had a quarter pounder giganto meal, whatever thing you had.
Extra candy salad on the side.
I never said candy salad. I never said.
Can I, instead of a Coke Zero, can I just get a bunch of candy
Yeah.
liquefied? And he's like, "Oobity-boo-doo-boo." I'm like, and yes,
Can we
no,
get-
medium fries.
Can we please get a liquefied Jolly Rancher, and can you please throw some marshmallows in it?
The pink
Extra
ones.
marshmallows.
Those pink and green ones that you get at the circus.
Yeah. Insane. I mean, that guy was clearly holding the microphone too close to. He was either holding the microphone too close to his mouth as he was speaking, or he had spent too much time in Lagos in Nigeria. He'd spent an excessive amount of time.
Like
there.
he just got here today and immediately
They
started
said,
a job
McDonald's, please.
You think he's
we
over
need
here
you."
on like an H-1B visa? Like
I
McDonald's?
imagine that over there in Nigeria, they have a sort of Uncle Sam style of poster form McDonald's. McDonald's, one round.
I want you.
McDonald, yeah, but it's a poster. It doesn't speak. Unless it's one of those, I want you. I want you to work in McDonald's.
Please come and work at McDonald's in St. John, New
I will
Brunswick.
say the most. We had a Nigerian, clearly a Nigerian man working the front who was. We couldn't understand a word he was saying because he was just what you sergeant. You are just the medium fries.
And I'm like, no, small's
large
fine.
fries.
He's like,
Yeah. Oh, come on. You didn't say that. Brian, please take it back.
do you want a medium fry?
No, come on now. It is weird how, since the last time we spoke, the online racism dial has really turned. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, like down or up?
Up the other way. Since that fateful day, don't you find that people get
Oh, you mean like in general?
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fucking crazy out there, man. Like, right now, like...
Brian, up to your mouth, but
Because I still spend way too fucking much time on Twitter,
Yeah.
and I noticed that there is a MAGA civil war, they're saying,
Yeah.
between...
all over Indians.
Yeah, like... Like you're not having a good month.
We were not having a good year, buddy. We've been having a rough fucking decade. I gotta tell you.
And I mean, Modi's trying. He's trying to get Polly Evan.
Yeah.
He's trying to patch
my best friend Pierre. You are so beautiful, lovely Pierre.
They're like, hey, Pierre, you're gonna get rid of all the brown people, right? And he's like, Trudeau, Trudeau.
Not my wife. Hopefully, don't say about my wife. Hopefully,
going to fundraisers with a guy who may or may not have murdered a bunch of Sikhs.
Yeah, he was Sikh of it, folks.
Oh God.
Sorry.
I don't know what's worse, that you made that reference or that I understood it.
Yeah.
Which my son, how I understand that reference, my son one day texted the entire lyrics to that song to me, just out of nowhere.
Which one?
In the thick of it.
Oh, in the thick of it.
Yeah. And he will sing it randomly, like when we're talking. He'll just be like, "In the thick of it, everybody knows." and I'm like, I've never felt so old.
Maybe my only perception of the, like, I don't know whether people are actually sort of letting it fly in the IRL.
No, it's mostly online. I think people, like, in real life.
But people are just saying people are go around say the N-word willy-nilly. They just be like, like saying the most crazy.
The 90s are coming back.
Are they all? Do you think they're all joking? Is it all supposed to be all jokes, or are they doing like?
Don't think so.
Yeah,
I think part of it might be. I think some people are just excited to have an old toy back.
Right.
You know, like they went up to the attic.
Yeah.
And they got the keys from their like crazy racist grandpa who's gonna be their king. And they open it up and they dusted off just a large letter N.
Yeah.
you know, like
it's a whole bunch of letters, and then they're like they're like an Indiana Jones style N.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the I? Oh my God! Oh my God!
He's got like a bag of sand, and he's looking at the end, and this bag of sand, and he like pours out a little sand, and he like swaps it over.
Oh, then the sunlight comes in, and he has to refract it through a prison, through a prism.
To reveal the eye.
Oh gosh! Oh, it is returned. We can say it now.
It belongs in a museum.
No,
it's getting crazy out there.
Yeah.
Like online, people are just people are mad at Elon Musk because they thought he was racist. Like they thought he was one of them, and then he's like, "I love Indian people," and they're like,
"Oh, come on, dude! I thought you were on my team." What team is that? You know, we take a whole bunch of fentanyl, watch wrestling, do tailgate parties, and just really just curse out your relatives at a giant tiger. You know, the team.
Yeah. Do you think that like some of them are like, because they got Kash Patel on as the head of the FBI. But you think some of them are like, well, that's what I said. You let one in, and that's...
How it's been a while, Brian.
Yeah, it's been a couple months.
How have you been?
Been all right. Had a good Christmas.
What did you get?
Had a potato ricer. That was pretty exciting. I bought an Xbox, actually.
You bought an Xbox.
Yeah, that was my gift for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literal box. It's like about yay high. Like, you know, it's I'm
Are you explaining what an Xbox is to me?
Yeah. Yeah, cool. But like I'm trying to explain what it looks like visually, because this one, like, it's actually a box. It looks like a monolith, actually.
You mean the Xbox?
Yeah, the box itself, the Xbox itself. The system, not the box it came in.
It's good. It's as though no time has passed since our last.
A 41-year-old man buying an Xbox on Klarna so I could split up the payment.
I thought you would return and you would be like, I have read the entire diaries of Bertrand Russell. I've read Napoleon's letters to Josephine from the front.
So I came back and I'm like, I bought an Xbox.
I bought an Xbox.
I watch wrestling all the time.
Please,
now.
Arif, let's watch wrestling as we do our podcast now. So just so you know, this is Brian. You haven't even introduced the show.
This is 4-Story Walk. I said it was 4-Story Walk.
Did you say it was 4-Story Walk?
Yeah, I said it was 4-Story Walk version 2.0.
I don't know this version 2.0 thing. Thank you. Hello, Brian.
Yeah.
I don't know what this version 2.0. This is really...
We're just going to call it 4-Story Walk.
We're just going to call it 4-Story Walk.
Yeah, but we're back to basics now. We're audio only now.
We're audio only. Back in the original cast.
That's right.
The original lineup.
We're in the thick of it. Everybody knows.
I don't know whether this applies in this situation.
Well, by the thick of it, I had to ascend one more story of stairs.
We would be in the thick of it if my face was in your belly.
Yeah, no, that'd be thick and you would be in it.
My face nestled between the pubes.
I mean, what would
between the area between your belly button and pubis area.
Yeah, I call that no man's land. That's
I'd be in the thick of that then.
That's where Colonel Kurtz would set up shop.
So you bought yourself an Xbox. Why'd you buy yourself an Xbox?
Well,
what were you playing on before?
I had an app that you could stream Xbox games on the TV.
Yeah.
So I was playing them on the cloud, and I was thinking about doing it for a while, and it seemed like a big purchase, and I always feel weird about making a big purchase especially if it's for me. And then Rachel told me to just do it, that I should invest in myself and start actually giving a shit about stuff that I want. So weirdly, she's the one that told me to do this. In a way, because she gave
Brian,
me that
I mean
book.
this sincerely. You're both retarded.
See,
when people say invest in yourself, I think it means you invest,
You mean read the diaries of Buttress Russell?
Buttress Russell. Yeah.
Or Napoleon's DMs to Josephine.
Yeah. Apparently they're really horny.
No shit. What else? Oh, what
Apparently
a beautiful day.
Her, yeah.
I see the sunrise. He's probably just when I get home, I'm going to fuck you so hard.
He's telling her not to shave her, not to wash her pussy and all of this stuff. Yeah.
I actually might read this.
I heard this on another, this feels really stupid. I feel like I heard another comedian say this on a podcast. So I'm the third. This is third-hand information. What if it's just you read the letters and they're just completely normal? He's like, oh, this is great. Having a kind of a crazy time.
Okay.
I really remember our love, and it was kind of cool that we were together.
Well, I mean, what if it's even worse? You read it and he's like, I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna put the bone back into Bonaparte.
That's nice. If you think he was doing some wordplay.
Yeah.
He was French though.
Yeah.
Why would he say something a bone? Do you know anything? Do you know any French?
No.
Bonaparte. That's the sort of tone that he would say.
He would probably say oui instead of yes.
Of course he would.
Yeah, and no instead of no.
So, but how would he say it? Imagine the tone that Bonaparte would say to Josephine. I'm going to put the bone in Bonaparte, but say it in French, but not.
I am going to put the bone in Bonaparte là.
Mm-hmm.
He's
just he's
Acadian French.
Yes, exactly. Just a half retarded French fisherman.
He's just fishing on the ice with just Napoleon on ice fishing hut, putting back a bunch of moose head greens.
Josephine, Bonaparte, Bona.
That's how I'm going to choose to believe he actually spoke.
Yeah. So you bought yourself an Xbox.
Hell yeah.
Because when people say you invest in yourself, that means, you gotta buy a gym membership or start eating better.
I think the crux of it is she was just sick of hearing me talk about how I wanted to buy one, but how I thought of it was a stupid thing to buy.
You're
so
right.
She's just
your
fucking
first instinct
buy it.
was right, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean it's...
I'm kidding. I don't know anything about Xbox. I was at uh, my girlfriend's party place, and I was talking to someone who this is sometimes I think I'm being funny, but I don't know. Her brother is like really into video games,
Okay.
and he is super jacked. He is like tall, jacked, like the opposite of a nerd.
Yeah.
And I still, and I also, he also has and his girlfriend. I called both of them losers for being into They're both in way better shape, taller, much better looking, and I still call them complete losers for being into video games.
And you're like, I could probably beat you up. I'm fucking because I don't play fucking video
I
games.
call them
I read Josephine's letters
total
to
losers.
Napoleon.
I didn't even read those letters. I'm reading Winston Churchill's book, but yeah, no, I'm not.
Is it a book about Vince?
No, it's the one that he wrote, the Gathering Storm. He wrote the 3 volumes of the history. Anyway,
And the Murder on the Orient Express 2.
mm-hmm. I get the, yeah. Yeah, call them loser. I don't know anything about video. I feel like, you know what? It's projection. I'm projecting what I feel my life would have been had I kept my old PlayStation with Tekken 2 and I just continued on the road to just keep it on playing.
Well, you've seen both sides of the spectrum now, because there's
and there it is a spectrum.
Yeah, there's super jacked, and then
there's no demographic now that you can't say like all dudes. It's everyone's playing video games. It's not just full dorks, and because I took a great amount of pride in bullying nerds.
Yeah.
And now the nerds and dorks have gotten bigger than me, and they're more jacked and smarter and handsome and have more hair. And now what am I supposed to do? I'm a short old man. I can't. It just looks stupid. I'm a short old man, and I have to call it a young, supple boy.
Supple?
I don't know. Young jacked boy.
You're a loser for playing.
You sound like you're sizing him up to throw him in your oven or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's supple.
I did call him a loser, and he did laugh. But the irony was not lost on me that he could make hamburger meat out of me.
That's a good thing that he laughed and didn't make hamburger meat out of you.
Yeah. He just breaks a pencil in his hand silently as looking at me.
But yeah, I don't know. Like,
so you got your Xbox? Yeah, sorry.
I've seen you get in front of video games and seem like somewhat excited.
Yeah, it's all very complicated. I feel like I'm too old.
Like, I remember you talking about watching someone play that samurai game and being kind of
Ghost
blown away
of
by
Tsushima.
that. Yeah, I've been playing this Indiana Jones game that just came out on there, and I think you would probably be impressed by the way that thing looks too.
Yeah, the time commitment is a lot.
Yeah, no, it's probably too much. I'm probably wasting a lot of time, but
yeah,
like getting up early in the morning, making breakfast, playing a couple rounds of Call of Duty, and then rushing into the shower before my shift starts.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Call of Duty?
Oh yeah. It's I can play it for free because I got the Game Pass thingy.
Okay. I don't know. All right.
Just the men shooting, probably jacked men. I imagine most of the guys I'm playing with are probably like your girlfriend's brother.
Yeah.
Super jacked. I imagine that's probably what he's into.
Call of Duty?
Yeah.
I think there was like some mention of a game, something like a Diablo-like game. Those kinds of games.
Oh, maybe I'm way out of touch. Because like my immediate thought about that whole thing was like, oh no, he's a big Call of Duty guy.
Okay.
But probably not. I don't know.
I think this dude defies stereotypes or anything. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm saying. Well, I mean about video games. This is completely new territory. I assume you all. He's like a Pokemon Go person, the whole thing, or was a Pokemon Go person. So I was like, this is every Pokemon Go person I knew was was riding the tism spectrum.
I mean, like I used to play that too, so you're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure I'm somewhere on there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they didn't look like him anyway.
This dude's a French Canadian Syrian guy.
Okay, so we're watching Brian. Since did we say this already?
We're not just watching wrestling. We're watching the Saudi show, this year's Crown Jewel, because it's fucking ridiculous. Like
it's also fun that they decided to call it Crown Jewels unironically, as though not knowing that it also means testicles. And
my testicles, they are huge. I am the prince.
Yeah.
Of Saudi Arabia.
Now, yeah, we're watching Saudi Arabian wrestling, or what is it, WWE in Saudi Arabia, and the whole thing is just Arab dudes.
Look at that.
There's not a woman in sight.
Look at that one Arab dude just wearing a shirt that says "what."
Oh, and he's one other guy is wearing a keffiyeh. Why is he wearing a keffiyeh?
Because he's part French Canadian and he's part Syrian.
Oh.
That's Sami Zayn.
Okay.
He's joining the
that
original
sounds
bloodline.
insane, if you know what I mean.
He's insane in the membrane.
That's right.
If I remember right, in the Raw after this show, he gives like a big speech about how they're his brothers and sisters or some shit.
Who is his brothers and sisters?
The
Sammy
audience.
Sosa? Oh, the audience.
Sammy Sosa.
But Arabs and Syrians don't like. I mean, not necessarily. Saudis and Syrians, they don't. Saudi is Sunni and Syria was Alawite.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
he's being condescending. I kind
Oh,
of felt
is he?
like
You are
not
all my
intentionally.
brothers, bitch. You are now my brother.
You are
I'm
a
trying to-
bitch.
That's a little more Indian. Yeah, Wallah, you are not my brother. It is more like this. It's a little bit different. It's a little different. Oh. Something like that.
You imagine like having to sit in the ring after a match for like a full 5 minutes looking disappointed.
Oh shit, man!
Like
I lost. It sucks so bad
Oh,
that boy lost.
like imagine if you.
Is that what Saudi Arabia is supposed to
Yeah,
look
we're
like?
getting some Saudi Arabia facts now.
The capital city of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the largest city in the Arabian Peninsula.
Well,
Riyadh.
like-
we're missing the.
Like half of the show in between the matches is like Saudi Arabia tourism is actually a bustling industry.
Yeah, this is. Yes, the women's tag team championship. This is a fatal 4-way match. I hope they get real sexy.
Oh, there's like some sexy dames in one fridge in this lineup actually.
No, but how are they going to keep it sexy in Saudi Arabia? I
They're
feel
wearing
like there's a
full bodysuits actually.
full bodysuit. Because in the when they're over here in North America, in God's country, they're doing crazy things. They pull their tits out. They're twerking on stage. It's
It's
fully
not
nuts.
it's not like quite like it was in the 90s. They don't have bra and panty matches anymore.
Yeah,
They don't have Vince McMahon making Sable go around on all fours like a dog.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't
Not
do-
the good old days. Yeah.
Yeah, like the good old days. Actually, I was watching an episode of 90s Raw, or part of an episode of 90s Raw today, and fucking Mick Foley as Mankind.
There's a guy called Gunther.
Yeah,
Wow, this is a smart man. This is a genius man, I'm assuming.
Another thing with him actually, with Gunther, Vince McMahon, when he signed him, he had bought the trademark to a Nazi general's name,
Brilliant.
and that's what he wanted to give him. And he's like, "Well, I'll take the first name, but I'm not taking the last name."
Gunther Himmler.
It's something like that. And they call him the Ring General. Like,
Oh, brilliant.
he's got another guy named Kaiser that he hangs out with, and he'll come out and be like, "Everybody, pay attention for the Ring General." Like, it's very Nazi-ish,
Yeah, sure.
but
Adjacent.
yeah.
Well, good. I think things are progressing in the correct direction for the culture, I think.
When people are allowed to tell Vince McMahon no, he's out of the picture though, anyways,
Yeah.
because he is a sex trafficker,
Yeah.
alleged. sex trafficker.
Hey, alleged. You gotta say alleged.
Yeah.
Don't ever imply, please.
Did we get into the text
There's
on a previous episode?
I think we did.
Yeah, with the
There's a
comedy
wrestling
behavior.
guy in my gym. Who do you know about this dirty bulking? You heard about this?
No,
You know what dirty bulking is?
no, I've never heard of that.
First thing I heard about it was today. Apparently, you just eat a bunch of candy or something,
Okay,
and that's how you get the bulk. I don't know why it's called dirty bulking
so what
as
you're
opposed to regular bulking.
so what you're telling
I don't know
me?
why a person has to do dirty bulking. Wait, look at that. Look it up on your PPT device.
So you're telling me that I'm halfway to like.
You might be. You've been dirty bulking for 42 years. You've been.
I wasn't eating candy as a baby. Just my mom ripping me off her tit and just shoving nerd rope down my throat.
Yeah.
I was actually trying to kill him, but he was eating it pretty well.
Yeah.
Mommy, no. I need
Just
milk.
putting Dr. Pepper in with the breast milk.
Just mixing up Dr. Pepper.
So what's the deal with Dr. Pepper? Is it extra sweet? Is that why people love it?
It's got kind of a, I don't know, like a tangy taste. I don't know about extra sweet. I like it, but
Yeah.
it's not my absolute favorite. Right now, Diet Pepsi is my drug of choice.
Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, Diet Pepsi is the best pop you can get.
This is nonsense fact that you're saying. You're saying this is. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to do this. Just
Or like hear me talk about
you
my
just
favorite
say-
pop and
you
watch
say-
wrestling.
but you say just things so idiotically. The Diet Pepsi is the best pop that
in
you
my
can get.
opinion,
Yeah, crazy talk you're saying. to
I'm
me.
not. I'm not saying objectively Diet Pepsi is.
I've never seen Saudi Arabia look like this. This is horse shit. I'm just telling you.
There's just one square block of Riyadh.
Yeah.
The only part you're actually allowed to go to if you travel there.
Yeah. And
Everything
Cody
else
Rhodes
is
is talking to
just-
his girlfriend or something like that. What's the? I mean, this is
This is all like
truly
promo for like the.
brain rotting material. This is truly.
Oh yeah, here we go. We got some of the women coming out. Notice you remember how like fucking hyped everybody was.
Damage Girl?
Damage Control.
Girl. Oh, Damage.
These are the Japanese broads.
Oh.
Although they got
sayonara.
one
They
from
got-
New Zealand too, but she's injured when this happened. Let's see full body suits. But you remember how fucking hyped up the audience was at the very beginning?
Sure. Ah! Yalla! Yalla, kill him! Yalla! Oh. The girls are like,
Look-
this is good. We have seen a lady. Wow. She does not have a scarf.
Like people
Weird look, bro. Oh.
people are
there's-
checking their phones.
Oh, ladies are fighting. I guess we have to watch this now. Okay, she's Japanese too. Okay.
Those guys are great, by the way. Damage Control's great.
Yeah,
Io Sky is one of the best in the business.
one of the best in the business.
I don't know what the spyglass is. I don't understand that.
You say, yeah.
But look how
we
bored,
can't watch fucking rest. This is a crazy idea.
Look how
Brian.
bored every fucking person in the background looks right now.
Yeah, they're just these Arab
Bring out Cody Rhodes.
brain damaged idiots are watching two female Japanese wrestlers, and their mind is just they're firing AK-47s off in their head,
Yeah, they're like
and
throwing.
they're hearing passages of the Quran in their
I
mind.
need to stay strong.
Yeah. Do not look. Oh my God, the sirens.
I can see her boobs.
Oh
her
my
boobies.
God, black ladies. Oh God, I've heard about them. They're the most powerful force.
They will-
Abdullah, tell Muhammad and tell Abdullah, his friend Muhammad, and his friend also Muhammad. Abdullah, Muhammad.
Are you talking to me? No, I'm talking to Abdullah Muhammad over there.
The other Abdullah Muhammad.
My name is
Tariq
Abdullah
Al-
Muhammad as well.
Muhammad Abdul Muhammad Tariq Al Muhammad Al Asi.
Yes, you said my name again?
Yes, I know. I meant it the other way around, bin Muhammad or Abdullah. Anyway, what I'm saying is, you guys get the general picture of this powerful powerful black lady versus Japanese lady. Black versus Asian, which is what I put in my search history.
Here we go. We got White and Fridge coming up. She's ready for battle.
Oh my God! There is a full. It look like a lady, but she is also look big enough to eat another lady.
That's probably the only one that isn't haram.
Yeah.
Really. Like they try to cover up some of the shit, but with the two black ladies with Lash Legend and Jakarta Jackson.
Jakarta Jackson from Indonesia.
They just fucking like accentuated their asses even more with these jumpsuits.
Oh my God!
Just their giant dump trucks are sticking out.
Oh no!
Like that's got a root. Like that is haram. That is not.
This is haram. I cannot. I can see her full head hair. I kill her.
Cover your face, bitch.
Oh my God! What? I've got a full erection. Oh.
Oh, now it's
Got
gone.
a big lady. What a big lady. Oh, what I could do to her. I mean, I'm sorry, Abdullah. You never heard me say that. Sorry. This is crazy.
Yeah, no, this is
But it's good. They're making money. This is. I like it. That America is sending its best. Its most elite
No, this is like
to capture the most elite cultures.
the fucking print. Like the way I see it, like the prince is just sort of arrested developmentally, like all Saudi princes have been in the past.
Yeah.
And instead of buying action figures like a man-child would here, he just buys a wrestling promotion that they can have once a year.
I want all of it. Make wrestling for me real. It is real for me, please.
You just how you say combat.
It is good combat. Don't.
You see that one that one Arab lady that's just excited to see like another lady show up?
Oh look, Arab men are also dancing. They're like dancing to these ladies.
Well,
What is happening?
maybe they're somewhat excited to see Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. I don't know, but
I saw a whole lot of Arab men losing it. They will be executed tomorrow. Don't worry.
you must not dance to these black ladies,
Yeah.
these dark ladies.
I mean, it is great that this is the now primary export. This is one of the great exports of
This is our trade.
to the Middle East.
The entirety of our trade to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is once a year.
It's actually kind of perfect,
Can you imagine a better sport for
retards
Saudis?
of the world unite, Just the two of the most mongoloid parts of two great cultures finding each other. It's a sort of beautiful love story.
Yeah, no,
it's
the Saudis have a lot in common with
whoever this
Florida.
is. Yeah, this appeals to. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, so what you got? I helped someone move yesterday, and I don't know whether you've helped anyone move in the last couple of years or not. I'm gonna say, and forgive me for being cruel.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take a wild guess and say that you have not.
The last time I moved myself, I hired a moving company.
Yeah.
So yes. No, I have not.
So I was helping someone move. Friend of a friend. Single mom. The whole thing needed to be done. Couldn't fit the couch in the living room, and I was lifting up the couch. I tore up my hand on a nail. And what do you think? I don't know whether I have tetanus or not. Do you think I have tetanus? What is the I think we looked it up, and the symptoms of tetanus are lockjaw and something about slurred speech and muscle spasming. But the locked jaw thing, do you think
No, I mean,
what's a
your
locked
jaw
jaw?
seems to be moving fine. Your speech.
It is not. Yeah, it's fine. What is a locked jaw?
I assume it's just like a stiffened jaw. I've never had lockjaw.
You're just so.
Yeah, you just look like Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino. Get off my lawn.
I can't do comedy like that.
Goddamn Asians. This one's good though.
That's right.
I like this boy.
So yeah, I don't think
you have tetanus.
I have tetanus.
If you're worried about it, you could go to the hospital and get a tetanus shot.
I could just get a tetanus shot. Rather than worry about it.
I think you're probably fine. Like I remember I stepped on a nail one night while I was going back home from a friend's place, shit drunk and walking through people's backyards, and I ignored it, and I ended up fine. That was probably more of a tetanus danger zone than.
Where'd it go? Right through your feet?
Yeah, it went through my toe.
Through your toe?
Yeah.
Like Jesus? You were nailed.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't like dead center. It was like the side of the toe, just like.
Oh God!
Like my foot was like my when I woke up the next day, my sock was like caked in blood.
Oh my God!
But
you can say that you were at a crucifixion of your own. You were at
it was a stigmata. Me walking home all fucking hammered on.
Do you think people
reserve?
Do you think people were stealing valor about going to the crucifixion? like after the fact?
I was there, man.
Yeah, man. I was fucking there.
I offered him water and shit.
Are you real? Are you really? You saw that whole thing happen? Are you sure?
How'd you get tickets?
What? Yeah, man. I was totally there. Like it was
people
happening.
Talk about it like Woodstock.
For sure, I was there. You know, like they went to the army. Like they're in the army. They just
like we conceived you during the crucifixion.
What? No, I'm pretty sure I remember it. I remember it differently. Actually, it's not actually that they say the way they say it happened. It is not actually the way it happened.
No, he actually nailed himself up there. Dude's a carpenter. He's real good
he
at
was super jacked. Actually, he was kind of fat. Like so,
yeah, he's fatter than I was. You know, he wasn't. I'm way more jacked than this Jesus, king of the Jews.
Yeah, whatever.
Fucking.
What do you call him?
I stopped.
Yeah. Another thing is, imagine if Jesus, like the whole thing, I was like, two things. If people like stealing valor, but then also, what if Jesus had never come back, and the Romans were just like, yeah, bitch, we won.
Mic drop.
Yeah, we told you, don't do it again, and everyone would just have to be like, all right, I guess the first will always be the first, and the last will always be the last.
Wouldn't it technically be the Jews, like the Jewish tribal leaders that would be doing that? Because like the Romans, like they famously like wash their hands of it after they put it in motion, right? They're like, I don't want any part of this. We're just gonna crucify him and.
Well, the whole Paul, and the whole thing about Paul is that he would say that if the resurrection is a lie, then the whole thing is a lie. Right? The whole thing hinges on him coming back. Because if he doesn't come back, then
it's a good
then
thing.
Basically, everyone who criticized him, they were like, yeah, that's he died because we said he died. Yeah, he deserved to die.
You know, it's really lucky for Jesus that they used a perfectly round stone that was easy to roll out of the way when he got up 3 days later.
Yeah. They accidentally left a stick inside, and he's like, made a simple pulley, and did it by myself. A simple pulley system.
Like in any like depiction of the Passion or the resurrection that I've seen, it's always like a wheel-shaped stone.
There's never been a depiction of the resurrection. There's only been a depiction of the Passion.
I mean, like church pageants.
Oh,
like
right.
That. Yeah, no. Yeah, you're
in
right.
church,
nobody's committed that to film, have they?
Not that I know of. No one is committed. Yeah.
Why?
That's the most important part.
Yeah, like
Christianity. Like if that part is a lie, then the whole thing. Anyway, you know what I said.
Like I never really thought about. I haven't thought about the Passion of the Christ since it came out, but what is the fucking point of that if they don't show the resurrection of it? Like, they just show, like, the torture of Jesus for a good
Well, that's
solid
Mel
30
Gibson,
minutes.
right? Mel Gibson loves. If you ever watch the Lethal Weapon movies, he just loves being at the center of being tortured. It's just the thing that he likes.
That's another great Christmas movie, by the way, Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
Where he's getting tortured
or
by...
Payback. You ever watch Payback?
Yeah, where he gets stomped on the balls.
Yeah,
Or
and
no,
they
that's
they,
not-
they
yeah.
pull his fingernails off,
Yeah.
and he's tied to the chair.
He's like, oh, yeah.
The whole movie is just getting tortured the whole time.
Yeah, just getting the shit kicked out of him wherever he goes and then just getting back up.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, no, like...
But
and
that's the passion thing is that's Mel Gibson's own.
just his, like, the shit that he needs to work out.
Yeah, there's some sort of deep psychological thing that he's playing with. Well, I mean, a lot of that is.
Like, I don't know. Like, I haven't seen... Like I said, I haven't seen it since it came out. Maybe I'm, like, misremembering parts of it, but it seemed kind of pointless now that you're bringing up the resurrection, because I had assumed in my mind that they actually showed the resurrection in that movie. I don't
No.
remember. I just assumed. But yeah, no, they didn't at all. That's the whole point of the fucking story.
Well, I mean, yes. I mean, that's yeah. Otherwise, it's just him being. It's just a guy being tortured.
Yeah, just dudes having fun.
Yeah, just dudes.
Just bros being bros.
Just dudes playing a little bit.
Yeah, they're just...
What did you do? So 2 months we've been away.
Yeah.
What have you been doing in the interim?
Did a couple shows. I did a show where I had the shittiest Santa costume I could get from the dollar
Yeah, I
store.
saw that. It was horrible.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely terrible.
It looked like an apron that you were wearing.
It was.
It was an apron.
Yeah, like I went looking for a hat because like originally I was just going to wear like these red pants, red shirt inside out, and just like, I don't know, just make some joke about being a public servant and not having enough money for it. And then I saw the apron. I'm like, wow, that looks terrible. I'm going to add that too. And I brought a Santa bag that I bought at the dollar store that I filled up with like cans and bottles. And like part of the bit, and I ended up like throwing the entire bit out just for crowd work, by the way. But part of the bit was like me pulling out a bottle of vodka, being like, oh, there's still some in there, and just drinking out of it while I was
Classic.
up doing my set. But mostly I just ended up making fun of some guy who had a Star Wars Christmas sweater.
Oh no. This is nerd on nerd violence. What did you say to him?
Oh, just that he needs to grow up.
You of all people.
I was
people.
playing a character. I was Jolly Saint Nick.
No, you are not jolly. That's not jolly. That's the opposite of jolly.
It was a fun show though. But yeah, a couple shows. Saw the kids on Boxing Day. They had a pretty good Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Lego.
Classic.
Yeah. How about you? How was your holidays?
Oh, thanks for asking, John Brian. Thank you for asking, Brian. It was okay. Had a couple of shows at the Comic Sutra in Fredericton. You were in this place?
Yeah. No, that's where I dressed up like shitty Santa.
I know you've been to this place. Why didn't you? Yeah. And they were interesting. My first show.
Yeah, you did your first headlining set.
Yeah, to a whole weekend of headlining gigs. Yeah, the first show, not a lot of people showed up. Went up, just started eating shit immediately, and then just did a story about eating shit. Told them about bombing at the Fredericton Delta. That seemed to go over well, and they were like, you're a failure as well. And everyone at that comedy club, they all dress like as though they're all employees at the same landscaping company. They're good, all, working class whites, my folk.
I got the opposite. The weekend that I did, because I opened for Kelly,
Yeah.
I got like all government people. And first night I forgot to do it, the mermaid bit, and Mike like sort of ragged on me for that. He's like, you better fucking do it tomorrow. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. Dead silence. Just absolute Like you could hear a pin drop. I think I heard somebody cough. I also saw like more than like a couple of people look at Anthony Bryan for a second, so I felt bad there too.
Why would they look at Anthony Bryan?
Like, I don't know if they're looking for permission or they're like, you believe this shit? I'm so
What is it
sorry.
about Anthony Bryan that they would make them?
Hey, they're the ones that look, not me, man.
Okay.
But Anthony Bryan, friend of the show, Anthony Bryan, actually swell guy, African American. Well, he's Haitian American.
Oh, he's Haitian.
Yeah, he's from Haiti.
Oh, I thought he was Jamaican. Me horny.
No, I mean that's your own cross to bear. Like I know that's a joke, but did you actually think he was Jamaican?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not the only one actually.
Yeah. Maybe it was the hair because I thought it was more ganja.
You think he's got weed hair?
Yeah, I did.
Next time you see him, be like, when I first met you, I thought you smoked a lot of weed. Cause
Yes, he got a big fro.
And he's like, actually, I'm straight edge or something.
Oh yeah, he's probably
Yeah.
like he would put a pick in his hair or something.
But yeah, like dead silence, and the rest of the set, I might as well have just not done that. And then by the third show, I just elected not to do the mermaid bit again.
Yeah, this is not.
Just a lot of like liberal whites, and they just weren't having it. And I was killing at the beginning. Like,
And then you just.
I just completely.
Oh, that would have made me so happy.
They also.
Oh my God!
I know, right?
Oh God!
We
The
just
big
watched
fat
the-
lady just sat on the other black lady's head. This is some sort of.
Oh,
This
she
is
didn't
sort
just,
of-
look. There she goes.
Oh God! This is a sort of Melissa McCarthy destroying Queen Latifah or something.
It's like getting assaulted by the Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah. Oh, there's another one of those too. Nia Jax later on in the card is the women's champion.
Oh, these Arab men do not know what the hell is going on.
Yeah, like the one guy with the T-shirt. He's just happy to be there.
can do fighting as well. Okay, I guess.
Are we gonna get some more? Oh, we're gonna get some more Saudi Arabia facts about how wonderful Saudi Arabia is.
Wonderful Saudi Arabia. It is so cool. Everyone is dancing on the street.
Breakdancing. They have 5 million tourists annually. Arif, did you not know this? Don't you want to go to Riyadh and see whatever the fuck that is?
It's a dinosaur, Brian. You would love to see a dinosaur light show or something, whatever this is.
I bet you if there was any country that would have a real Jurassic Park, it'd be Saudi Arabia.
We have created a dinosaur.
Look,
that is
You can
just,
go to the Undertaker
So
graveyard
that is
to
just
skate.
7,000 Indians in a dinosaur costume.
They have a WWE theme park.
Yeah, obviously they have. This is Brian. Brian's mocking them, but he would go immediately.
Yes.
We need to go.
Rachel, we need to go right now. Rachel,
Yeah.
we need to go right now.
This is wild and it's funny, but I would love to be there to see all this.
I never before hoped for a 9/11 to happen in
Like in
the
reverse?
in the Saudi Arabia WWE.
An
theme
11-9?
park. In 11 what?
It's 9/11 in reverse.
Yeah, 9/11 in reverse.
Backwards.
You got it.
9/11
genius.
too.
Nine-
This time it's personal.
Um,
Let's turn this plane around.
Not the WWE, please. Yeah, that'll be the time where everyone starts mourning. Just all the retarded people in New Jersey and in Saudi Arabia, they all start mourning. No, not the wax figure of The Rock. You destroyed it.
If someone 9/11 crown jewel while it was happening.
What were we saying? Oh yeah, I did a joke at a native bar, and for some reason I thought it would be funny, but mine ate shit as well because I thought it would be funny because how there's the guy who does the joke about the this is where this used to be, New
Yeah.
Brunswick thing. So I said, at the native bar, at the native pot bar, I said, "You guys, everyone's got to do. We get it. We got to do land acknowledgements. So, but wouldn't it be funny if you did it in a great little English voice? This is where the natives used to be.
This is where the hollowed ground of the Wallistock used to be, mate."
Nobody. When I tell you, nobody understood what I was saying. I mean,
that's a great bit too.
I mean,
but man, like you didn't get attacked, did you?
I did not get attacked. They were all very nice. It just ate. Nobody. They all just blinked at me.
That's a shame. That's a great fucking bit.
Yeah, I did feel like as though I was being mean. Perhaps, Yeah.
This is what happens when I jump into bed.
Wait, they can't see Brian. This is a bigger fat man just fell on the.
Yeah, two fat men fell on each other and the ring collapsed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been an interesting 2 months. I haven't really done much besides those shows. Trying to get ready for a 40 to do a whole hour was interesting. You know, building it up 5 minutes at a time, 10 minutes at a time, and then on the final show, the second show was pretty good. I just I just kind of went into autopilot a little bit. A lot of crowd work.
Yeah.
And, I get it. Crowd work just seems like as though it's cheating. And if you're bad at comedy and don't have material, then yes. That is why you cheat. Because I'm bad at comedy.
I would actually argue
why else would I?
If you're bad
cheat?
At comedy, you're going to be bad at crowd work too. Like you can't people aren't just going to laugh at anything. Like I don't.
It is a lot of timing. It is. I get the reason why people say that. It is you're not really have material, which is fair. I am not good at. I'm bad at like I don't know what to say. I only have time. I don't have witty observations.
People. Oh Jesus Christ!
What happened?
This fucking jacket that Seth Rollins has.
We're watching Seth Rollins walk into Saudi Arabia with some sort of.
He's got like 2 horns on either. That guy's real excited.
Oh yeah, the man, Arab
shirt.
man in his kandura, very excited to see Seth Rollins. Insane.
Seth freaking Rollins.
His name is Seth freaking Rollins. Number 1 guy from Make Seth Rollins president, please. Make him emperor of U.S. of Canada.
Make him prince.
Make him prince of America. Wallahi, good. You good, Seth Rollins, very good.
See, they're back to being engaged.
Laser, look at laser. I make a laser in the wrestling. Oh, wallah, Seth Rollins, give me kiss, yes. Not in gay way, please.
Oh, man.
That was a little Borat tinged. I meant Borat should go to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Borat in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah. It's like 5 minutes long. And
no, they don't know who Borat is.
Yeah.
For sure they don't know who Borat is.
That's like the one of the last
Or Sacha
places.
Baron Cohen is.
That'd be like one of the last places where he could get away with it.
Sure.
Like part of the conceit of the sequel was that he needed to find more ways to hide himself because people saw the first movie.
Yeah.
Like one of the first scenes, he goes into a Halloween store, and there's a costume that says like for an interviewer, and it's just like a stupid blue suit and a mustache.
Yeah. Look at how stupid this wrestling has made all of these Arabs.
Oh, they love
it. It is a
man.
magical thing. Wrestling and Islam, it's almost perfectly aligned to each other.
Yeah, no, it's
just a simple morality tale.
Good versus evil.
Good versus evil.
This is what happens when you have all the money
all
in the world.
All brothers and all boys all the time. No girls allowed. That's what Islam is.
Yeah.
Islam is no girls allowed. And that's what fits perfectly with wrestling.
This is what happens when you have all the money in the world and all the retardation.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yes,
a
yes.
perfect circle.
Maximum retard. Maximum money.
Like, they could just pay to, like...
Brian, this guy looks like you. In the
Oh,
face a little bit.
That guy's way the fuck scarier than I
He is.
am.
Oh, if he was huge.
There's another guy. I'll find a picture of him that looks way the hell more like me. His name is Otis, which you already know.
Otis, like the elevator company.
There's an elevator
Nothing.
company.
Nothing, Brian. You didn't give me Otis like the elevator company. You fucking idiot. How dare you? Don't know Otis the elevator company.
No, I don't know the elevator company named Otis, but this is what I'm talking about.
Why? Just look up Otis the elevator. You have to explain. They can't hear us.
There's a fat guy with no neck and a pink singlet, looking like he's gonna crack a smile, but trying to look.
What's
tough.
his name though?
He looks. His name's Otis.
Otis.
It's
right.
just Otis.
Yeah.
He looks like he's like holding in a bunch of cookies in his mouth, but he doesn't want to get caught.
No, not me. Not my cookie.
They're like, Otis, do you have cookies in your mouth? And he's like, shaking his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Bronson Reed looks fucking scary.
Bronson Reed. What a brilliant name. It sounds like a vacuum cleaner company.
Like Otis, the elevator company.
That's right. No, it's not like Otis the elevator company. The Otis is an actual elevator company.
I
Look up Otis the elevator company on your poo-poo-pee-poo device.
on my poo-poo pee-pee device, yeah.
Look it up. Otis the elevator company. I don't think it's called the elevator. Have you never been in an elevator?
I guess
Brian?
I didn't notice the logo. But yeah, Otis. Okay.
Otis the elevator.
I guess I took elevators for granted.
Never take anything for granted,
I
Brian.
never thought of where
Especially
elevators
elevators.
came from. Someone worked hard on those elevators.
Yes,
And I'm
Brian.
just like,
That's
it's-
what I'm trying to say.
Oh, it's a little fucking slow.
That's what I'm trying to say. If wrestling comes to this city,
Well, there was a local event.
you're gonna go?
Yeah, hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
There already is local wrestling.
Yeah,
You know this?
I had to miss the event. It was like last week. Travis and Josh were doing the announcing for it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to the next one, though. It sounds fun as hell.
Is it?
Yeah. But, like, if
Amateur wrestling.
yeah.
What? Yeah.
Like, if WWE ever came back, though, I would definitely go. Like, if they did a house show again, I would definitely go. I missed the last one. It was before I was, like, actively, retardedly watching it full time. And I was just like, I don't know if I want to spend money on that. But, like, now I'm kicking myself because I don't think they are coming back.
Who is?
WWE. I think we're too small of a market.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think anyone went.
No one went to when they came here?
Well, not a lot of people went, I don't think. I'll have to ask Josh about it. He goes to all this shit, but...
You mean not a lot of people went to the WWE wrestling or to the new, the amateur one?
To the WWE one. The amateur one, I think, was pretty well packed, but that was at the Phoenix Theater.
They
So
had
it's
it at the
smaller
dinner
venue.
theater?
Yeah. I mean, like, you don't need a lot of space for something like that. Just enough room for, like, the ring, really, and a little bit of
Right.
space between you and the crowd.
Right.
But yeah, no, it sounds fun as hell, man. I'd love to go see one of the local shows.
Would you take a date? Would you take your hot date with her?
Oh, Rachel wouldn't want to go to that.
No.
Wrestling makes her upset.
Yeah.
Like she's told me, and like I love that woman. I love that she has taken a hard stance on like never telling me that I need to like give up something. But she did draw a line in the sand. While she's home, wrestling is not to be on the TV. Because she said she has told me that it makes her like physically angry, like she shakes.
Right.
She hates the idea of it. Part of that, well, I guess she had already hated it to begin with. Fatty go boom. But one of our our first dates when she was hanging out at my house, we got high and watched Dark Side of the Ring. I don't know if you know about that program. It's like a Vice documentary on wrestling, but like tragedies and like they'll take like a specific thing. Like in this one, do you know who Chris Benoit is?
Yeah. The guy, the Bowflex, he killed his family.
And hung himself on the Bowflex.
Yeah.
So yeah, like we got high and we watched that 2-parter, and she came out of the other end of that saying, "This should be fucking banned."
Right.
Because like
the CTE.
yeah, like his brain was beat so badly it was like the size of a peanut when they.
Yeah, and one of them don't believe that CTE exists or something like that. Like Stone Cold doesn't think that CTE exists.
Yeah, no, I watched that. You watched that documentary, right? The Vince McMahon one.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, he's just like, it's a bunch of bullshit. They're all pussies.
What do you mean? Surprisingly, the brand man is.
Like he's a smart guy about a lot of things.
Come on, man. He's a wrestler. He's not. He's a fucking moron.
I mean,
What do you expect of? He's a moron.
Yeah,
He's not a medical doctor.
you may have a point.
All of them are. A lot of them.
I mean, like his entire career, he gets thrown.
He's whatever. He's a great athlete, but you expecting.
But like he's not an asshole.
Nationality or
I
this
guess.
fucking.
I don't know.
Bald-headed, fucking moron.
But like I expected from the Undertaker, but I didn't expect it from Steve Austin.
Yeah.
But it was kind of wild. But yeah, no, I guess I get it. Like he is, like you said, he is kind of a moron.
The whole thing is it's moronic. The whole thing is idiotic. I mean, yeah, but
We're saying that just as soon as Seth Rollins picks up Bronson Reed, who is like 200 pounds more than him, and then he just falls back. This
is truly brain melting. But this is good. No, man, this is the culture, I guess.
You and Rachel will be on the same side of that argument.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure agree with her. No question about it.
Like it's I think it's taking everything in her to still be any way attracted to me and see me like watching this shit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And
video
God bless
games,
her.
I can intellectually, there's some. Yeah, anyway, whatever.
It's
You do you,
theater.
just,
Like
2025, Arif is not yucking anyone's yum. That's what I'm going to do. No yucking anybody's yum because my daughter wanted to go watch the Dylan movie and I was very cynical because I didn't like Timothy Chalamet's face. And I was like, I don't like Timothy Chalamet. You know what my feelings about his face are. And she said, Dad, please. It's about Dylan, and I want to go watch it. And she's put it in this sweet sort of way. And I went it, and God damn it if it wasn't a great movie.
You loved it? It was good?
Yeah, he did a good job. I have to admit.
And
he did a good job.
The thing I'm most excited to see about it is the...
is your penis? When you
I'll see
lift
that
your
someday.
stomach?
I'll probably see the Dylan movie before I see my penis. But the Johnny Cash impression, like the character...
Yeah,
the actor that plays Johnny
there's a
Cash.
little bit of creative license because Johnny Cash never actually was at the Newport Folk Film Festival. He was never at the Newport Folk Festival. Dylan met him on his show, but anyway, it's a good movie.
Oh,
It's about as good of a mainstream telling of that story as you're gonna get.
well, I mean,
About
like,
as
music biopics I usually don't like. Like, you've seen Bohemian Rhapsody, right?
yeah,
Hot
it's terrible.
trash. Fucking terrible.
Terrible.
And it's always the same thing. Like, it's just like a speed run through someone's entire career. Like, the movie Walk Hard kind of ruined
Yeah,
all
Dewey
music.
Cox. Yeah, that's a hilarious movie. But this specific one, it might not be good for someone who doesn't know anything about Dylan. It's cool for kids, for like young people to watch it because it's a very different culture.
Yeah.
And to get a sense of, if you're a young person to watch that, you get a sense of a person being the exact opposite of like celebrities that you have now,
Right.
right? How does such a person even exist? You at the height of your fame, you just turn around and be like, no, this is I don't want any of this. Like that's a thing. That's a that's a mentality that's very foreign and cool, to see. And so so it has that value because you can, like, a lot of young people, and the theater was packed with kids, by the way.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
Is it Timothy Chalamet's a big draw with the kids?
I think
or-
so. I think
Yeah.
so. But and
They
because he
love
does such a
Dune.
good job, he makes Dylan look like the music. He actually played all of the music.
Oh, really?
He sings all of the songs and
Holy
he plays all
shit.
of the music. And he does a killer. He does very, very well. Like and for people like me, like older fans who just are in the winter of their lives, who should probably blow their brains out as the next step because they're so old. For us, it was just good. For me, it is just good, just beautiful to watch that certain events put to screen. Like
Right.
Dylan at Newport, Dylan playing with Seeger. Oh, or the great scene is Dylan playing for Woody Guthrie on his deathbed. That's awesome. But anyway,
Well, if you're a Dylan fan and you're really enjoying it, that's a good sign. Because
I did, yeah.
yeah, most.
But maybe there are
biopics,
other people
it's-
who do not. I mean, maybe there are there's another form of a Dylan fan that hates it, but I found myself very hard to be cynical about it. I loved it. I thought it was very good. It was lovely to watch, Dylan become uh, like a celebrity or a role model or a cool person again.
Yeah.
But it's the idea of him, because Dylan he's 89, so he's not that, that period of 62 to 65 is a very specific, he was between the ages of 19 to 24.
Right.
So he's just not that guy anymore.
No, just a completely different person. He's 60 years removed.
But
from
he
that.
was, that person, whatever that kid was, that he was able to create that music. Like he was channeling something that even he didn't know. And the time there was that's why it's so. That's why the story is interesting, because he's so. He's an ambiguous figure. He's not like, you can't lock him in amber. Like that's the guy.
Yeah.
He was always going to be that guy. He was that guy for that particular moment, and he was never that guy again. He was different interesting things musically,
right.
but he wasn't that guy.
Yeah, and
so
he'll never
anytime
be that
you
guy
look,
again.
sorry,
He'll never be that guy again.
yeah. Whenever you look through that period, because it was such a big period in American history, the telling of the story, you want the thing. I read someone else say this, so this is not my. These are not my words, but like every Dylan fan wants from a biopic what is the impossible, which is what is happening in the contents of someone's mind when someone is writing things like that.
Yeah.
That kind of music, which is, and it's something it's impossible. The cameras can't go there.
Right.
Cameras can't go in the place that Dylan has lived all of his life. It's that one place that, cameras can't go into the one place that draws Dylan fans to Dylan, which is
Right.
this very strange sort of mixture of, poetry and folk music and literature and rock and roll. And anyway, Blah 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 blah.
I also want to
Wrestling
point
is
out
fucking cool though.
that,
I look at the fat guy sit on the other little guy's head.
yeah, like anybody listening to this, if you want to listen to our beautifully poetic, waxing poetic on the Bob Dylan movie, do so while watching the Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed match. Mute.
Yeah.
And it syncs up, like, you know how, like, you can watch The Wizard of Oz and
The
listen
Dark
to,
Side of the Moon? Yeah.
It's exactly like that.
Yeah.
I watched Red One.
What's that?
Stupid fucking rock movie with the
Oh, wait, he's the Santa Claus?
gets kidnapped.
Someone's Santa Claus or something?
Yeah, it's fucking what's his name? J. Jonah Jameson, the guy from Whiplash.
Oh, J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons. He's Jack Santa.
We have been J.K. podcast this whole time.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
Although no, I you saw Juror Number 2, right? Did you watch
I
that?
did. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a movie. Talking
that's a
about
movie.
J.K.
That
Simmons.
is a correct movie, huh?
Talking about J.K. Simmons.
Oh yeah, he's in that too.
Yeah, he's the cop that
Oh, he's the
investigates.
cop. Yeah.
And like Nicholas Holt is like, oh fuck, and then he's like, oops,
Whoops.
and drops the papers.
You have that shitty ringtone still? Put it on vibrate. What kind of adult are you? You still have a ringtone?
Oh, it's insane. Clint Eastwood made that movie, like especially like the last couple of movies that he's made. The age that he's at, it's the closest to like 90s Eastwood I think that he's been in a long time. And even then, there's still the scene where Toni Collette puts the pieces together at the end of the trial, where she Googles wife of Nicholas Holt, and she appears immediately. So like Clint Eastwood has this like beautiful morality puzzle box, and at the very end he's just like, I don't know how the internet works.
How's she gonna find out his wife?
On her phone. I'm a genius.
They would have that information on the internet.
It just goes
Look
right
up wife of this complete civilian.
And then there's like their entire wedding photos. And she's like, oh my God.
I didn't put it together. Yeah, that's the fight. Google images.
Yeah,
Let me Google image this random civilian.
Like he thought of like every connection, like every way this could go, and then he got there and he's like, how's she gonna find out? I don't know, cell phones.
Yeah.
No, I love that movie.
It's a very it was a good movie, but how did they make Riyadh look like New York City?
Is there like one street in Riyadh that looks like this or something? Or
I haven't
did
been
the prince
to
like
Riyadh.
order all the fucking cars to be out that day?
Oh, look, they've got their good.
This bejeweled monstrosity of a belt that will never leave Saudi Arabia.
Ugly as shit.
Yeah, no, it's Saudi.
Yeah.
It's gaudy as fuck.
Watch us get kicked off the internet.
Well, I mean, they won't play this in Saudi Arabia.
They will not play this in Saudi Arabia.
Which is a shame because we've got loyal fan base of Saudis.
I can't believe it. Brian, look at what you've done.
Yeah, I've ruined our... we can never go to the Middle East.
We could never go to the Middle East.
Well, we can't go to Saudi Arabia. I think you're fine to go to... I don't know.
I don't know whether you'd want to go to Saudi Arabia, to be honest.
I don't know. Riyadh looks... They have 5 million tourists a year. Did you see the tiger at the beginning of this thing?
You saw this and you were like, yeah!
Yeah, I'm like, hell yeah, I want to go to Riyadh.
Retard, yeah.
Retard, yeah. Retad.
Retard.
Retad.
This is good. That's what we should name the episode.
Retad. Yeah, that's good.
It's good. The creative genius.
Yeah, people have been missing this.
Brian, where are you? What have you been doing? What's going on? We're at the end.
Okay.
Let's call it.
I think we're both on the roast of Michelle Petit on January 20th at oh yeah, there's the fridge. At Wasted Day. So that'll be fun. Roasting our good friend Michelle and all the people that will be there. I will probably not write any jokes until the night of.
Roast is stupid anyway.
It'll be a good time either way. And I am opening for Travis Lindsay on weekend of February 8th and 9th.
Nice.
So that's someone else I could talk to about wrestling.
Nice.
And after that, who the hell knows? I'm actually going to start working on getting my hour together because I want to do a recording sometime
Nice.
spring or summer. So, and which you will be on that. Or you will be on that show anyway.
Nice, man. That's be cool.
Oh, hell yeah. No, that's going to be a good time.
So
more about that when I know more about that.
Know more about it. Well, thank you for listening, everybody. My name is Arif. That's Brian.
Hello.
And we've been watching wrestling.
Look at them titties.
In Retadh.
Like, none of this part of the segment is going to air in Saudi Arabia.